highly anticipated game prior to its launch, and since its launch has had phenomenal success, being named Game of the Year by multiple people, I guess. But I started getting into Baldur's Gate earlier in 2023. Once I heard it was coming out, I kind of looked a little bit more into it, and I had just kind of started getting into Dungeons and Dragons. So I thought it would be a fun way for me to be able to continue kind of in that Dungeons and Dragons idea and to be able to keep playing it, but not necessarily having a bunch of friends or anything, because a lot of my friends don't really play D&D. I started playing with people while I was away. Just met up with some people that played, and they were really great about introducing me to it. So I started playing there. But since I started playing Baldur's Gate, I never played the first or second one yet. I do plan on it at some point. I might make a little bit of maybe a playthrough of them. I do plan on maybe doing a playthrough of Baldur's Gate, like an ASMR playthrough of Baldur's Gate at some point, but we'll see. I had tried uploading and sticking with a series of just like a regular playthrough series of Baldur's Gate, but I wasn't really able to stick with it, so I only have one video of that series up on my channel. So I would like to start anew at some point and kind of make a new one. But for now, I'm just going to stick with kind of talking about the game and all that kind of cool stuff. So, one of the big questions that I usually, or not questions I guess, but when I go on YouTube or especially prior to Baldur's Gate coming out or right after it came out, and I still see some of them, but a big question was, is it worth it? Is it worth the money? Is it worth the time? Because for those of you who have played the prior ones, I've done a little bit of research into them, or that have played D&D. It's not a game where it's, a 5, 10, or 15 hour cool campaign is done, wrap the game kind of deal. It's much longer, but it also has really, really great replayability. You can play one campaign or one playthrough as one build and play it a certain way. You could play with the exact same build and have a completely different experience the next time. Or you could play it as a different build. Like, there's a bunch of different options you can do and play through. So there's no worries about not getting your money's worth for this. Like, just on the replayability alone, I would say it's 100% worth the money. Even for those who aren't into D&D or haven't played Baldur's Gate before, it's a great way to get into it. It's fun. It is challenging. Like, there is a tutorial, so that'll help you get used to playing and to get, more skilled and have a better chance of being successful and having a successful playthrough and campaign and that. But as you can see, we're kind of going through the character customization screen here. At the beginning, you could see that you could pick one of the pre-built characters or one of the mainline story characters you could play as. I chose to make a custom character, as you can see what we're doing right now. This is footage from the playthrough that I was doing, that I made the first video on, but I figured it was easier to talk about it just kind of this way over that footage for now until I can maybe start doing a series on character customizations and different builds and stuff like that. Getting some good footage for that. But for now, this is it. But for the character customization, first character, I kind of knew what I wanted to go with, so I didn't spend a whole lot of time, you know, going full-fledged, super deep dive into the character customization, just because I already had a set character in mind that I played with in my actual D&D campaign. And yeah, I didn't really feel the need to go through it because I knew at some point I would probably make another, character and all that. But just based on the character customization, this one only took me a short time, but when I went through, I wanted to make one that was just more of a personal playthrough that I wasn't going to record or anything like that. When I made that character, that took me probably close to 40 minutes, just because I went super deep and looked into and read almost everything about every different build and stuff like that. So it took a lot longer because that's how it should be. You shouldn't, only take 5-10 minutes to make a character, especially if you're someone who's only going to play through this maybe once and take a very, very long time to do so. Make the character that you really want right from the get-go, the build you want, and all of that good stuff, because it's worth it. You want a character that you're going to want to continue to play as. You don't want to make a build right off the bat and just kind of half-ass it, and then not enjoy it, and then have to start the whole thing over again, if you know what I mean. Do it right from the get-go, and do it right, so that you enjoy the character you're going to play as. Like here, I made a human cleric, Ricardo Goldraft. That was my character that I played D&D with over last summer. So I figured it'd be cool to carry him over into this kind of campaign. But based on those two things, the replayability and the character customizer and the customization options, 100% it's worth its money already. Then once you actually get into the gameplay, which I'm going to upload another video shortly after this one, of some gameplay footage, and to talk a little bit more about the gameplay, and just about the game itself, and some ideas that I might have for a series, like an ASMR series with it. But the gameplay itself, I think I have about 40 hours into it already, of the campaign that I'm currently playing. And I don't think I'm anywhere near you, halfway through. I haven't even reached Baldur's Gate yet. I'm not close yet. So I still have a long, long, long way to go. Which is exciting, because I like games like that. I like games that are, your choices can actually affect the playthrough and that kind of stuff. In this case, it's not necessarily anyone who has played the Telltale games, like The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, The Batman, those ones, or the newest one that just came out, The Expanse. It's not in that sense where it's that story-driven, where your choice could literally, affect the rest of the game. This still is that way, but not in the same way that Telltale does it. But overall, I can say this game is 100% worth the money, especially for those who are excited about it and haven't played it yet, or are still borderline on it. Based on it winning Game of the Year, that is a big green flag for this game. But at the same time, coming from my experience, it is 100% worth the money to buy it. If you want to wait until it goes on sale, by all means do that. But if you really want to get into it, and you want to get into it now, it is 100% worth the full price. There are always updates coming out. I think there have been, each week, I think there's been a new update or a hotfix or something like that come out for it. So it's not something you'll ever have to worry about it not having updates or being continually followed by the developers and improved. Not that there's a lot of improvement to be had, it's more for glitches and bugs and small things. But But for the time being, Baldur's Gate 3 is worth the money. 100%. I love this game. I wish I had more time to play it. But life is busy, and I have a lot of other games that I love to play. I will, like I said, be looking to make a series out of this. It might not be a playthrough. It might be, I'm not sure yet. It might be a series of maybe creating a bunch of different characters with different builds and just spending maybe 20 minutes to a half hour going through the character customizer and the customization options and building a character and a build and making that a whole video, just each one a different build. Something like that. If that is something you would enjoy or would want to see, like a character build series, let me know in the comments, and let me know what builds, if there are certain builds you would want me to explore, or if you just want me to kind of go through it and explore it with you guys, and have you guys come with me and kind of explore all the different options you can make with the character. Let me know in the comments, please. As you can see, we named him Ricardo Goldraft. So I was playing with him for a bit. He was going to be the playthrough series main. But, like I said, that series didn't really take off too well. I didn't really have the time and dedication for it. But that's all for today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment, especially about some of those builds or ideas for a series to make with Baldur's Gate, keeping in the ASMR theme. Your support and your views and your likes all mean a tremendous amount to me, and it helps the channel grow more than you think. So, as always, we will see you in the next video.